Hi guys, Rymsyk here, and I already recorded this once, so this is over a pre-recorded video. So I forgot my audio was off the first time, so that's not good. But so I'm going to show you guys how to find price gaps and profit off of them on the auction house. So I was
Can I lighten
posting
that
some
coin
stuff,
purse
and I
up?
use auctioneer, and that gives you these tabs on the side here that are very useful. And
Oh
what
yeah.
that'll do is it's like, yeah, I'm not going to get into that, but so when you post stuff like here, all I do is set it in there. It scans all the prices currently on the auction house, and it undercuts the cheapest one by 5%. So that being said, you got to be careful because you can kind of miss out on some gold if you're not paying attention. And I just about did. So I posted this one here, not paying attention, immediately posted it, and I noticed the price gap here. So these ones are only 3 gold, and then jumps all the way from 3 to 19 gold. That's a 16 gold price gap. That's where you make money. So like this example here is obviously not in and of itself extremely profitable, but the example is priceless because this is the exact setup you need to look for, and it got executed perfectly. So what you want to do is buy them out, obviously, and then relist them for about a gold or two cheaper. Now, the thing you have to understand about this as well is you're not going to sell it all right away, and the stuff you buy is going to generally depreciate in value over time. So right here, this is only it ended up being like 37 items I bought altogether, right? So that's not a lot. But if you bought like 2,000 items here trying to close this price gap, you're definitely not going to sell them all immediately, right? So what happens when you close these price gaps is you'll post it for a little bit cheaper, and you'll probably sell about half of it, maybe a quarter of it, and then you'll have to relist it because by the time some of your stuff sells, people have already undercut you. So unless somebody completely buys you out, which if you have 2,000 or so items is going to be about impossible before someone else posts something, then the value is just going to be constantly depreciating. So that taken into example, you have to be a little more careful with stuff like mounts and stuff with like BOEs and stuff with higher auction house fees, right? So if you have something that's like 200,000 gold and there's another one that's like 10,000 gold cheaper, and you think, oh, I can scalp a quick profit by selling this for 6,000 gold more. Well, you're going to lose money because the auction house fee is going to take more than you're profiting. So you really have to pay attention to that, and then the depreciation, like I said. So if you buy all these items and it's only a small price gap, and you buy all these items like 200, 400 items trying to sell them before that gap closes again, you're going to end up losing money because the stuff's going to depreciate even further than it was at before by the time you sell it. So you got to make sure it's a good opportunity for one before you go in. So so right now I end up buying all these out, and I end up being 37 of them. I end up reposting them for I wanted them to stand out a little bit more, so I reposted them for 17.99, so about 18 gold a piece. So now, like I said, the thing you gotta understand is this is a huge percent profit, not gold wise because it's only a couple hundred gold profit, but percentage wise, this is insane to sell something for buy something for 3 gold and sell it for 19. That's a 600% increase in value. Or 600% price increase. Sorry. So that's insane. If you could take that for something that's a little bit greater value, you could make a lot of money. And then this is just standing in Agrimar, you know, while I was already posting auctions. I didn't do anything extra, you know, it was easy. I wasn't even really, I wasn't out like scalping for prices or nothing, you know, I just happened to come across it. So, buy them all out and then post them for a little cheaper. So, what it ended up costing me, all in all, was it cost me 190.5 gold to buy them all and then repost them. So that was the auction house fee posting it. So they still take a fee at the end when you sell it, but so 190 gold for buying all 37 of them and the posting fee, first posting fee. So I ended up selling them, and I made 636 gold profit, which obviously isn't a lot, but off a 200 gold investment, or over tripling your money, that's pretty damn good, you know. So this is just something to look out for because it can really help you make money, and you know you could be missing out on a lot of money that you could have made for nothing, you know. Like I said, I didn't do any real extra work. I bought some auctions and reposted them, you know, while I was already selling stuff. So I didn't go out of my way, and I made a little bit of
Got
gold.
the best deals
Pretty
that
nice. And this isn't. This guy was hot for my shit for some reason. This baked potato, holy shit. I wish you'd buy the rest of my stuff. Look at all this shit I posted. I mean, just gonna scroll down here in a second. But yeah, 53 gold. Think about that. 3 of them I bought was 12 gold. And that's underestimating. 12 gold for 3 of them, and I sold them for 53. That's 41 gold profit per stack. That's pretty good for doing nothing, you know? And you gotta be careful too. I wish you'd buy some of my other stuff. I mean, look at all this shit you could buy. Bastard. See, this is one thing I messed up on too. Going back with the price reset, buying too much shit. I was messing around, I bought too much steak, man. Happens to the best of us. This shit's cheap, it don't really matter, but yeah, I bought a lot of steak because there's a huge price gap. I bought like 2,000 steak, bro. Probably not the best idea, but I'm practicing too, so this is just something for you guys to look at, try to learn from, a good example. And like I said, one thing too, you got to be careful. If you noticed before, look, I price gouged under 19. My stuff was at 18 gold. This guy bought a shit ton more stuff after that. So you got to be careful for that as well, because if you're not paying attention, like, say you don't know the relative prices, right? You got to pay attention too, because right now, say I went to sell one, bloop, and it says 39 gold. I could be in the same fucking boat where I think, or sorry, it's almost like the same tell as before, where it's, look at the price gap there, 39 to 122. But I'm probably not going to make money off of that because it's overvalued. So that's one thing too, where you kind of have to have an idea of the relevant prices before as well. So when there's too few items like this too, like there's literally less than one page, you know, I don't even have to scroll. I wouldn't buy anything out and try to reset that either, you know, unless it was like maybe like a super rare item or something I know nobody's going to get a lot of. But yeah, just a green item like this with a big gap like that might be a little weird, because there's always the ones that are extremely overvalued for no reason. I mean, so you gotta watch for that too. Just because there is a really big price gap doesn't mean it's always going to be profitable there. But anyway, I hope you guys learned something. I hope you can go forth and make some gold without any additional effort. Hope nobody loses any. Like I said, practice some safe methods, you know, just find really large gaps that you can close with very little relisting fees, and not a lot of something that's not too expensive where the auction house is going to take a big cut, you know. You just want some, You just want some pretty steady items to do this on is what it works best for with me anyway. But anyway, thanks guys. Have a great one.